What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another film breakdown. Sorry it's been so long. Try to do some more. Also, I'll be streaming some video games on this channel as well. If you want to tune in, talk Pistons with me while we play some games, that'll always be some fun. But in today's breakdown, I want to talk about how the Pistons offense has looked without Cade Cunningham on the floor in the month of January, because I think that's where the lack of secondary creation is really showed, because they need to be primary creators now without Cade on the floor. And it goes absolutely terrible for the entire month of January. It's been absolutely abysmal. When Cade leaves the floor, the Pistons offense gets 14 points worse. When he's on the floor, they have a 113.0 offensive rating. When he's off the floor, they have a 99.0 offensive rating. They're not cracking 100 points per 100 possessions. This offensive rating without Cade on the floor would be over 5 points worse than the worst offense in the NBA this year, which is the Washington Wizards. The Wizards' offense is 5 points better, which is the worst offense in the league, than the Pistons' offense without Cade on the floor. And you're going to see in these clips, we're going to break them down, what you're going to see is the type of shots they are able to generate without Cade on the floor. That's why they are so bad without Cade on the floor. So this first shot you're going to see against the Orlando Magic is about to be just a bunch of, look at the shot clock. 4.8 seconds left, hounding the ball handler. They can't get by him. And all this ends up being for Malik Beasley is a fadeaway over the backboard shot as the shot clock expires. This is all because they don't have anyone that can beat anyone off the dribble and get into this paint. So they have to settle for these tough shots on the regular. And as you see later when we get to these clips, even the shots they make, it's not coming from great process. So the next clip, this one's right here against the Cleveland Cavaliers. Look, again, these are all the type of shots that they are getting every single possession without Cade on the floor. Again, is this a shot that Malik Beasley has hit before for the Pistons? Yeah, he hits these shots. But the point of it is, as you'll see throughout all these clips, these are all the shots they get. They don't get any other shots but these type of shots. Everything's coming from outside the paint. You are relying on Malik Beasley to hit contested threes. If he doesn't, they're not scoring on offense. It's just how it goes. Look at this one. You're going to see Isaiah Stewart. When you have no one on the floor who is capable of breaking down a defense and creating advantages, what ends up happening is you end up having players who shouldn't be asked to do that, feeling like they have to do it. Because if I can't, no one else will. We have to try to create something. So now you have Isaiah Stewart trying to drive and post up Evan Mobley because he feels like he has to try to do something, and now that's a turnover. All because they don't have any creators, and then this leads to a bucket for the Cleveland Cavaliers, I believe, a pull-up three here. Yeah. So all because the Pistons don't have any shot creation and anyone outside of Cade that's capable of beating their guy off the dribble and creating advantages within their half-court offense. This is continuous. Next shot here. You're going to see Simone Fontecchio now come around, take a pull-up three, fadeaway three over Evan Mobley. Like, these are all the shots that the Pistons get without Cade on the floor. You haven't seen one shot come within the paint. You haven't seen the Pistons touch the paint yet. Here's another one. Asar is going to try to get to the rim, loses the ball. Now, watch what this shot ends up being. You end up getting a Jalen Duren post fadeaway air ball over Jared Allen. These are the shots the Pistons generate without Cade on the floor. They don't have anyone that can get to the rim, create an advantage, and then make the right read out of it. Even when you get a player like Asar who can get to the rim and tries to create the opportunity, his handle at times isn't good enough, like you saw right here. I'm a big fan of Asar. I believe he can be that. But even he's inconsistent with it because of his handle, as you just saw there. And now they end up with that type of shot. These are the type of shots they're getting throughout their offense every single time. Watch this one right here. Again, is Malik Beasley capable of hitting this shot? Yes, he is. But as you've seen, you have not seen one shot come from outside of the or inside the paint. You haven't seen them get a drive and kick going, a drive and kick swing. Nothing like that. The defense doesn't have to move at all. It's just nonstop pull-up jumpers, nonstop contested threes, nonstop three. That's all the shots they get without Cade. All of them. And all these clips are from the last two games against the Magic and the Cavs. Here's another one right here. Simone Fontecchio, dribble handoff, contested three, hits the top of the backboard. Like, this is, when I tell you their offense, this is every single shot they take. It's bad. It's absolutely a massive, massive issue for this team. They have to solve it. Here we go, look, and then this one. Sometimes they can't even get the ball into an offense because they don't have any trustworthy ball handlers outside of Cade on this team now that Jaden Ivey is down. And then this, again, this is one of those plays that just turns momentum around. They're going to get a bucket here in fast break. This is just, it's every play, man. It's every play. This one right here doesn't touch the paint. Don't get 2 feet in the paint. No drives. Instead, Simone Fontecchio takes a pull-up 3 from 5 feet beyond the 3-point line, and of course it misses. None of these are good quality shots. None of these are good process. None of these are, like I said, driving kick, swing. None of this is creating good offense. This is all relying on incredibly hard shot making. That's all their offense is without Cade. And the beginning of this fourth quarter without Cade is when they really lost this game against Orlando. In the first minute and a half, they got outscored 10-0. And Cade had to come back in early as hell in the fourth quarter because they just couldn't survive any longer. And then this one, turnover. Like these are the type of plays you see. Jalen Duren thinks Marcus Sasser's going back door. He's trying to create an advantage. Sasser's not looking for it. He's going over to send an off-ball screen, which will end up into another DHO for THA, which will probably end up being a contested 3, which is what all their offense is. But Duren wants to try to create an advantage. He's thinking Sasser's going to go back door. Sasser's not really wanting to do that. Now you got to turn over, leak out, easy bucket. It's about to be an and one here for Jalen Suggs. I mean, this is what the Pistons offense looks like without Cade. This one right here, look. And these are the shots even when they make them. I wanted to put some clips of even when they hit shots without Cade. These are the type of shots they're relying on being made. 5 feet beyond the 3-point line, hand up, early in the shot clock, Malik Beasley hits a 3. Great shot making from Malik, but is that sustainable offense? No, it's not. You're not going to live at all off these type of shots. Next shot you're going to see, I believe this one's going to be from, never mind, this one's going to be another Malik Beasley pull-up shot, I believe, here. Oh, this one's another pull-up midi fade. Again, look at the shot clock. 5 seconds left in the shot clock. You don't have anyone getting to the basket. 5 seconds left. Now you have to force up a shot. You're forcing into a Malik Beasley pull-up midi over his defender. I mean, these are wins for the defense. This one, this is the one I was talking about. THJ is going to get this ball. He's going to score here. But tell me if you think this is the sustainable offense that you'd like to see from the Pistons. Again, no one gets 2 feet in the paint. No real advantage created. He makes a fadeaway off 1 foot jumper. Like, these are not shots that are sustainable. These are not good shots. This is not good process. And so why did the Pistons have the worst offense in the entire NBA by more than 5 points when Cade is off the floor? They have to do something at the deadline if they're serious about wanting to win this year and wanting to be a playoff team. They have to do something at the deadline that fixes this, because you will not survive and continue to beat good teams with this type of offense when Cade goes off the floor. He can't play all 48, and you can't ask that much of him to play 40-plus minutes. They got to do something, man. They've got to do something.